Hello students, on behalf of K. Adoshi Group of Colleges, I welcome you all on this YouTube channel. As we discussed the basic formula of ratio in last lecture, today we are going to calculate the practical sum of ratio. So here the question. In question you are given the profit and loss account for the year ending on 31st March 2008 as well as you are given balance sheet in the format of sources of fund and application of fund. On the basis of that you have to prepare the number of ratios. So the first ratio is debt equity ratio. The formula of debt equity ratio is equal to long term liability divided by owners fund multiplied by 100. In long term liability we always conduct the debenture. So the amount of debenture is 1 lakh. What is owners fund? In owners fund equity share, reserve and preference share we have conducted. So the owners fund is equal to 350 as is given into the sum. So 1 lakh divided by 350 multiplied by 100, the answer is 28.57. Now second ratio, that is debtors ratio. The formula of debtors ratio is equal to debtors plus bills receivable divided by credit sales multiplied by working days. Here 360 days is given into the sum, so we take the 360 days as a working days. The amount of debtors is equal to 55,000, bills receivable is equal to 15,000 divided by credit sales. As you given into the sum, the total sales is equal to 6 lakh, but into the brackets you have given the cash sales are the 25% of total sales. That means another 75 is equal to credit sales. So the 75% of 6 lakh, that is 450. That is 450 is the credit sales. So after getting all this, 55,000 plus 15,000 divided by 450 multiplied by 360 days, the answer is 56 days. As you given into the sums, net profit, but the net profit is given is before the tax. So we have to calculate the net profit after the tax. Net profit before tax at 50% 180. So the tax percentage is 50%, right? So 180 minus 90,000, then we get the 90,000 as a profit after tax. Next ratio is liquid ratio, right? The formula of liquid ratio is equal to liquid assets divided by liquid liability. How we find the liquid assets? The formula of liquid assets divided is equal to current assets minus stock. The amount of current asset is 150 minus the amount of stock, that is 70. So the current liquid assets is equal to 80,000. Now the formula of liquid liability. Current liability minus bank overdraft. The amount of current liability is equal to 75,000. The amount of bank overdraft is equal to 25,000. So the liquid liability is equal to 50,000. Now we have to divide 80,000 divided by 50,000. The answer is 1.6 gem 1. Next ratio is net profit ratio. Always remember student, here we have to conduct the net profit as a EAT, that means earning after tax, divided by total sales multiplied by 100. As the above calculated, net profit is equal to 90,000 divided by total sales is equal to 6 lakh multiplied by 100. The answer is 15%, right? Next ratio is rate of return on capital employed. The formula of net profit, the formula of rate of return on capital employed is equal to net profit divided by net capital employed multiplied by 100. Here we always remember, here we conduct the net profit as a EBIT, right? So in the question we have given the net profit before tax. So how we can find the EBIT? So here the calculation for the EBIT. If the profit is EBT is equal to 180, so we have to add the interest of the debenture into that, and then finally we get the EBIT, right? We have the debenture of 30% of the 1 lakh debenture. So the interest is 30,000. So we have to sum up the 180 plus 30,000 divide. So finally we get the EBIT, that is 1,93,000. We have to put into this formula 193,000. What is the net capital employed? So net capital employed is equal to 450, right? So 193,000 divided by 450 multiplied by 100. The answer is 42 plus 42.89%. Next ratio is stock turnover ratio. The formula of stock turnover ratio is equal to COGS divided by average stock. What is the formula of average stock? Average stock is equal to opening stock plus closing stock divided by 2. Opening stock is equal to 50,000 plus 70,000 divided by 2. Answer is 60,000, right? We put into the formula. COGS amounted rupees 3,80,000 divided by 60. The answer is 6.33 times. Next ratio is fixed assets turnover ratio. The formula of fixed asset turnover ratio is equal to sales divided by fixed asset. The sales is 6 lakh and fixed asset is equal to 3,75,000. So 6 lakh divided by 375. The answer is 1.6 time. Next ratio is capital gearing ratio. The formula of capital gearing ratio is equal to preference share capital plus debenture divided by equity share capital. The amount of preference share capital is equal to 1 lakh. The amount of debenture is equal to 1 lakh. And the amount of equity share capital is equal to 2 lakh. So 1 lakh plus 1 lakh divided by 2 lakh. So the answer is 1/1. Last ratio is earning per share. That is we call the EPS, right? So how we can find the earning per share? The formula is net profit minus preference share dividend divided by number of equity share issued. Net profit is amounted rupees 90,000 minus preference share dividend. The amount of preference share is 1 lakh and 10% preference share capital. So the preference share dividend equal to 10,000. So 90,000 minus 10,000 divided by number of equity share. How we can find the number of equity share? Here the 2 lakh amounted rupees equity share 100 each. So 2 lakh divided by 100, that is, then we find the number of equity share, that is 2,000. So 90,000 minus 10,000 divided by 2,000. So the answer is 40 rupees earning per share. Thank you, students. We have discussed the next sum into the next video. Thank you.